Hello and welcome to Yoga with Cassie. Today I have a 30-minute low-impact core-focused workout that only requires a block. And we'll start on our backs, getting right into it, bending your knees, placing your feet down on the mat right by your glutes, and take your fingertips to your rib cage. We'll build some breath awareness here as you breathe in, feeling the expansive of the belly. And when you exhale, feeling core engage, the abdominal walls threading in. Inhale is that big upward lift. And exhale. And if you'd like to build a little bit more awareness down into your pelvic bone, when you inhale, you'll tilt your tailbone slightly forward down towards the mat, so you get that little lift in the low back. And when you exhale, you'll curve through your spine, almost feeling the tailbone almost lift up off of the mat. Inhale is that roll forward, and exhale is the thread of the core that lifts your tailbone slightly. Good. We'll begin with our right leg up towards the sky. Give a little point to flex, a hamstring stretch if you'd like. And we'll start keeping the core just as engaged on the exhale, isolating the core here. We'll flex the toes to lower down to a hover, point to lift. Good, follow your breath here. Exhale is the lower, point, inhale, lift. Flex, exhale, lower, point, inhale, lift. Moving through. On your next right leg lifted, you'll send your pointed toes out and off to the side, drawing circles towards the right side, about the size of a basketball. Slow and controlled here. Core is keeping your torso onto the mat. Just the toes and that long leg are isolated here. And taking your right foot back up towards the sky, flexing your foot, crossing over the left knee for figure 4. And then lengthening right leg out long down your mat, just to give some relief to the right thigh. And we'll take it over to the left side. Send your left toes up towards the sky. Little hamstring stretch here. Flex to lower, point to lift. Flex, exhale, lower, point, inhale, lift. Last 2 and 1. Take your left toes up towards the sky. Start to draw circles out towards the left side. Controlled movement here. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Flex your left foot. Draw over towards the left. Figure 4 shape. And then lengthening the left leg down long on your mat, letting the toes kind of flare off to the side. Good, nice job. All right, let's get into our core work here. Re-engage your core, lift your head, neck, and shoulders. Place your hands, your thumbs right at the base of your neck. And begin with toe taps, floating the shins up towards the ceiling, tapping the toes down. And you're breathing in when the knees collect. You're breathing out when the toes tap down. Go for 4, 3, 2. On 1, hug those knees into chest. Grab for your ankles. Exhale, extend all the way out. Inhale, pull the knees in towards chest. Exhale, extend all the way out. Out and in here. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Send those toes up towards the sky. Flex your toes. You're going to reach your arms nice and long. Wrap them around each of your hamstrings. Let's wrap around the left hamstring. Send the right leg out long. And then single leg splits here. Back and forth. Back and forth. I'm lifting head, neck, and shoulders. If it feels tight through your throat, right, tight through your neck, you don't have to lift your head. We're just sending these splits with control, not momentum. Forward and back. For 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Nice job. Leave your head, neck, and shoulders lifted. Bring your hands right behind the nape of your neck. We're going to take very slow bicycle twist towards the right. Lift your left shoulder, tap outside that knee, hover the left foot. Come through center. Same side. Left elbow taps, back through center. Crossing the body. You've got this. Slow and controlled here, really feeling the heat on that right side oblique. Left leg hovers, back through center. You've got this. Last 4, 3, good job, 2, and 1. Woohoo! To the other side. Left side, left leg, right elbow. You twist and center. Twist and center. All the movements we do today are slow and controlled. I want to make sure there's quality in the muscle that we're building. Exhale as you twist. For 4, 3, last 2, and 1. You've got this, guys. Let's keep our legs lifted. Take the knees, extend them out nice and long. Hands can come right underneath your tailbone if you need a little extra support here. I'm coming to about a little, maybe like an 80-degree angle. I meant to do a 45-degree angle, but this is definitely a hard workout. The lift of your fingers right underneath your tailbone. Keep your core engaged here. This is your extended hold. You've got this. It's hard. Last 2 and 1. Feet down to the mat. You did it. Good job. Take a rest here. Now we'll take our knees up towards the ceiling and twist left and right with control. A little low spine work here. As the legs pass through center, you can get a little massage into the low back here. Let's release our legs and take a break here if you need a sip of water, a little adjustment. In about 15 seconds, we will start our side lying series. Starting on your right side, I like to fold the back of my mat so that my elbow gets a little bit more of a cushion. That elbow is just underneath your shoulders, your knees are bent slightly in front of your hips, and you take your top hand to your fingers. We're taking a side plank on your right arm here so you can face me on the screen. You're going to lift for 2, lower for 2. Lift for 2, lower for 2. Last 4, 3, adding on in 2, and 1. Leave the hips lifted, extend that top arm up towards the sky, thread a needle underneath your ribcage, reaching towards the back of the round. Inhale is lift, exhale is your thread. Inhale, lift, exhale, thread. These are hard, you guys. Keep those hips lifted. Feel the obliques working here. Exhale, twist. Woo! You've got this. Last 2. And 1. Take your hand to your top hip. Give a little pulse. 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 Nice job. That underside rib cage, the right rib cage. Don't lose the integrity here. Let's go for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Hold and lower. Whew, that is not easy. All right, let's give that shoulder a little break. Extend your arm out, cradle your head. Little clamshells here. I'm going to elevate my toes, so this is a little bit more work here. You can leave your bottom shin down and just open classic clamshells. That's up to you. I am your guide. You choose how challenging this class is for you. And there's an option to also extend your arms so you can rest your head. Remember, the neck is doing no work here. The work is happening in the lower half of the body. That your left hip is kind of peeking over the right hip, so you feel core is engaged as you open that top leg. Lift and lower. Good. We're in pulse, 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 pulse. Good job. Close it all the way down. Give yourself a little rest. It's going to be a combo move here if you're feeling excited for it. Place your right forearm down. We're going to lift to a side plank, open to clamshell, close and lower. Lift, open, close, lower. Lift, open, close, lower. And then you can see I've made a little bit more fluid. As I lift, I open. As I close, I lower. Nice work. For 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Nice job. 4, 3, 2, 1. Close it all the way off and give yourself a rest. Nice work. I'm doing mermaid stretch here. If that feels good to you, take your right shin in front of your left knee. Stretch up towards the ceiling, little side body bend. And then when you're ready, we'll take it over to your left side. So you're still going to be facing the screen. I'm just swinging my legs around. And you guys, it was so hot in here. I can see myself dripping. I'll tell you more in a second. We're going to go into modified side plank. That 2-second lift, 2-second lower. I'm gazing down towards my forearm just to protect my neck. If you want the challenge, you can certainly look up. But I tend to strain my neck when we're in these poses. So I'm doing a little extra care to my neck here. Let's go for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Keep your hips lifted. Extend your right arm up towards the sky. Thread your needle underneath your armpit. Inhale, lift. Exhale, thread the needle. Keeping the integrity of that left oblique to keep yourself stable. You've got this. This one is hard. I'm dripping on my mat because the heat was actually on, you guys. It's mid-July, and I was like, it's so hot in this gym. Oh my goodness. You'll see the maintenance guy comes in a little bit. All right, we're gonna pulse. He comes into the clip because he's like, did you know the heat's on in here? And I was like, I felt it. It's hot. My goodness. Let's go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Leave it lifted. 4, 3, 2, 1, and let it go. Nice job, you guys. Onto our side lying part. Either grab your hand to your head or extend your left arm all the way out. Our clamshells, elevated heels, open and close. Left or right hip dipping just slightly over the left hip so that you feel both the core and the glutes helping open this clamshell. Last 4, 3, 2, on 1. Leave them open. Just pulse out, pulse out, pulse out, pulse out for 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Give it a little punch out to that glute. Woohoo! Combo move. Left elbow underneath your shoulder. Pull yourself up to your side plank. Open your clamshell. Close and lower. And so the option to take it step by step. Or if you're feeling a little bit more excited, you can go all the way up and open, all the way down and close. Yeah, he comes in and tells me that it's 80 degrees in there, and I was like, I could tell, honey. Last 4, last 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Lower all the way down. Let's get that mermaid stretch. Left heel in front of the right knee. My favorite. I have some oblique twists for you here just to work what we've been doing. You're going to come down onto your forearms, your fingers out a little wider than your elbows. You're on the flat part of your sacrum, and you'll lift your knees up towards the ceiling, dive them over towards the right, come through center, and dip them over towards the left. Okay, so we're rolling on the glutes, getting to the left glute, and then over to, I think that will be your left glute, left and right. And careful with the breath here. Exhale on your extensions. Inhale as you pass through center. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job, you guys. Extend your legs all the way out. Take a well-deserved forward fold. That should feel real nice. Stretching the legs side to side. And we'll move on to some hamstring and glute work here. Ooh, and some arms. We got a spicy little combo move here. Grab your block, place it underneath. I'm going to put it under my left knee in tabletop pose so that I can extend my right leg out nice and long. Same thing as your reverse tabletop. Core stays engaged the whole time to keep your back long. Toes tap down and lift. Lift and lower, lift and lower. It's down for 2, lift for 2. Let's go for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Leave your right leg lifted, flex your foot, hamstring curl, point the toes, extend back. Flex to curl, point to extend, flex to curl, point to extend. Last 4, 3, 2, on 1, hold your donkey kick, lower all the way down and lift all the way up. These are slow and controlled, squeezing that glute as you lift. Control on your lower. Level hips, core active for 4, for 3, 2, and 1. Let's just pulse, 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 pulse. Woohoo! For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Rest it back. Let's move that block up to your left hand now, okay? So we're gonna have left hand on the block, pull up to a plank pose, lengthen your head, lower for a push-up, and send yourself to a side plank, push-up, and side plank. That arm that's doing the elevated push-up is the one that extends up towards the sky. Making it look easy. Last 4, 3, 2, I was struggling. On 1, you can hold your side plank, get a little stretch in, and my saving grace came to turn that heat off. Holy moly. That's a hard one. I love that combo move though. The combination is amazing. Sorry, my dog is biting my hands if you can hear him sneezing. Okay, we're going over to the other side. Place that block under your right knee now. Level your hips out. Extend your left toes. Let's start with that lift and lower. Lift and lower. Control here. You lift and lower. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Leave your left leg extended out long. Flex your foot, hamstring curl, point to extend. Now let's make sure our gaze is lifted here so that you're not cinching through the neck. Breath flows easy. Last 4, 3, 2, on 1, lower all the way down, push all the way up, all the way down, all the way up. Donkey kicks, slow and controlled. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Leave it lifted, pulse up, 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 up. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let it go. Woohoo! Move that block to your right hand, and we'll create that long plank. Hand on the block. Yeah, bend your elbows out wide, push up. Side plank, right arm extends. Good. Push up and side plank. Last 4, 3, you can do it, 2, and 1. Ooh, let's hold side plank, extend that top arm, get a little stretch, a little lift out of the hips, and lower down. Proud of you. Give yourself a well-deserved child's pose. I'm wiping the sweat off of my face. It's a slow workout, but it's so challenging. And that's what I love about the workouts that I create, is you're going to see results from this, and you're not burning yourself out working until exhaustion. You're working until muscle exhaustion, but you're breathing through all of these. Let's take our belly down to the mat. This is our last series here, a little back work. We can windshield wiper the feet side to side, rolling out the hips. Taking some conscious breaths here. We just did some hard work for our glutes. Things are going to cool down. We're just going to work the back here. And let's take our arms out to this W shape, squeezing the elbows behind your body. Lift through your heart. On your exhale, you'll lower down, plant your hands. And inhale is that squeeze of the elbows back behind your spine. Exhale is the lower back down. Inhale, lift, squeeze, exhale, lower. Last 4, 3, 2, on 1, keep it lifted, hold and squeeze. We're going to send your hands forward into the swimmer's pose. So fingers reach forward, keep your head lifted, gaze down. Inhale, squeeze the elbows back. Good, so you're exhaling to swim forward. Inhale to squeeze the elbows back behind you. This almost like a breaststroke here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, send your fingers forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, send them forward. You can do this. We're almost done, you guys. A few more minutes left of class. Last 4, 3, 2, On 1, leave your fingers extended in front of you. We're going to plant them down on the mat. You can readjust your fingers and your toes here. Really spread out from right hand down to left ankle, left hand to right ankle. We're going to do some dynamic movement here. Right hand lifts, left leg lowers. Left hand lifts, right leg lowers. Right hand lift and left hand. Opposite leg lifting with the hands. And then if you're feeling crazy and you want to turn this up a notch, we can lift both hands and feet, making a little swimmer. Swimmer slow, swimmer steady, then you start to speed. And maybe you get a little more speed. And maybe a little more speed. For 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1, and let it go. Woo! We did it. Let's get some good stretches here. Fingertips tent off of your mat. Inhale an extended cobra pose. Exhale, drawing your right elbow down, right shoulder down, sorry. So getting a little side to side shoulder action here, just to stretch. And then when you feel complete on both sides, we'll go for shoulder press. So we'll place our left hand all the way out, rolling onto the left side of the body. I don't know if you can hear my dog, but he's playing with the toy. A delicious shoulder press, especially after all that side plank and plank work that we've done. We'll move through center and over to the right side. Same thing. Come back through center, lift through a cobra stretch, and push up and back child's pose. We are at the cool down part of our practice, so anything that feels intuitive here, a couple cat-cows or stretches for the arms and legs. I'm going to come to a seat, take my heels together, butterfly pose or Baddha Konasana in yoga, and get a little flutter here. Just a way to kind of show your body, okay, we're done with the work. It's time to relax. The challenge is over. Rest is here. Take your fingers back behind you, and your feet can go to the edges of your mat as you windshield wiper the legs side to side. And I always end my classes in this conscious closure of taking deep breaths. So let's come to a forward fold. You know what will be nice? We'll take a forward fold. That's so true. I was so right for that. Take a forward fold, grab opposite elbows, curve through your spine to get the back body a little stretch here. And then you can inhale to open up your legs, exhale, curve through your spine. We do these a lot in my class. This is a fan favorite. And then let's come to our seated posture. We'll close off with our 2 complete breaths. Big breath in and exhale, let it go. One more time. Inhale, big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Come to stillness. Place your hands over your heart. Remind your body after each challenge, there is always rest. Great job today. See you next time.